Tomorrow, the Tour de France starts in a rather unusual way in Barcelona. The riders will begin with a team time trial featuring a unique concept. It may officially be called a team time trial, but every rider will record their own individual time for the general classification. That could even result in riders crossing the line alone. In the past, the clock only stopped when the fifth rider of the team crossed the finish line. I have to say, I welcome this change, as it allows for much more variety. A team time trial is generally something you can see as a bit of a hype. Sometimes it is popular, sometimes it disappears completely. In fact, it has been since 2019 that we last saw one in the Tour. The previous edition was during the Grand Depart in Brussels, where the second stage was a team time trial. Personally, I think that if you organize a team time trial, it should only be as the opening stage. You always have to deal with withdrawals, especially in the chaotic first week of the Tour. If a team time trial is scheduled later in the race, you can end up with teams of unequal size. A team time trial can already create major gaps in the standings, especially for riders who do not have many true specialists against the clock in their team or who lack full support for their GC leader. The strongest teams will naturally rise to the top once again. The Tour also includes an individual time trial of 26 kilometers, which has pretty much become the modern standard, a Grand Tour time trial that is deliberately kept relatively short. In the past, the Tour often featured at least 2 time trials, sometimes stretching to 60 kilometers or more. Over the last 2 decades, the number of time trial kilometers has steadily decreased. The main reason is that fans generally prefer watching battles between the big contenders in the mountains rather than on time trial bikes. Time trials also had an enormous impact on the general classification. Entire tours were often decided there, while the time gaps in mountain and hilly stages became smaller. I have mixed feelings about the reduction in time trial kilometers. On one hand, I do prefer watching road stages, but on the other hand, it should not go too far. A time trial is actually the fairest discipline in cycling, rider against rider, without too many tactical tricks. Although it could still be fairer, considering that some riders benefit from better weather conditions than others. So here's my proposal. From now on, let's settle all time trials on Zwift.